This story took place about 5 years ago. I'm a female, and at the time, I was 17, and I'm about 5'7", 130 pounds. I grew up playing softball and basketball in high school, so I've always been pretty active in sports, hitting the gym and lifting weights. I also went out for the high school men's wrestling team my senior year. So this started with my mom and dad taking a trip and leaving me and my little brother at home. They would be gone over the weekend and done this quite often, so it wasn't anything new to me to be stuck at home with a little brat running around the house. He was only 5 years old and very adventurous, so I had to keep a close eye on him at all times, which didn't leave me any time for myself. We got along fine as long as there were cartoons or some Disney movie was playing on the TV and there were plenty snacks in the pantry. Luckily, my parents made sure it was filled up before they left. I put on his favorite movie to keep him distracted for a little while. This would give me some time to invite my boyfriend over to hang out. He arrived around 9 p.m. and we went up to my room and began to fool around when I heard a loud banging noise downstairs. Oh my God, what is this kid doing now? I think to myself as I button up my pants and roll off the bed. My room was directly over the porch, and I had a window that I could look out to see if someone was knocking on the door. I didn't see anyone, so I went out into the hallway and downstairs. My brother was still sitting in the recliner, glued to the TV. "What are you doing, and why are you making all this noise?" I asked. "What noise? I didn't hear anything," he said, with a smirk on his face. "Finish your movie, it's gonna be time for bed soon." I head back upstairs, and just as I reach the top, I hear it again. Now I'm pissed. I storm back downstairs and over to the TV and shut it off. "Hey, why'd you do that? I was watching that." "I just warned you to knock it off. Now go to bed." As I stand there hovering over him, pointing to his room, it happens again. "What is that?" my boyfriend asks as he comes down the stairs. "I don't know. I think it came from the basement." As all three of us stand there silently listening, it sounds like we hear footsteps or someone running around in the basement. "Is someone else here?" my boyfriend asks. "No, you dickhead. Why else would someone else be running around in our basement?" "Go down there and check it out." "I'm not going down there. You go. It's your house." What a puss. As I brush past him, I go through the kitchen and grab my cell phone and over to the basement door. I open it up and peer down the steps. It's pitch dark and I can't see anything. Our basement is completely finished and it has a patio door that leads outside. I walk down the stairs. My dad installed light sensors that turns on automatically once you enter the basement, but for some reason they weren't working and the light switch is over behind the bar. My eyes are still adjusting to the darkness, so I try to turn on the light on my cell phone, but I get an error saying that my battery's too low. I put my hands out in front of me and use them as a guide as I slowly begin to move over toward the bar. There's a pool table between me and the other side of the room where the bar is. I put my hand down and feel the smooth velvet lining of the pool table. I hear the noise again and I duck down behind the pool table. Oh my God, shaking in fear, trying not to cry. I sit there for what must have been 5 minutes. I slide halfway underneath the pool table. Where the hell is my boyfriend? And why isn't he coming down to check on me? I sit there for a few more minutes, which feels like an hour. I decided to try to make my way back upstairs. I slide from underneath the table up to my knees. I peer over the table and look around. I don't see anything. Why aren't these freaking lights turning on? They should be able to sense my movement in the room. I slowly stand to my feet and put my hand back out in front of me and begin to walk back over toward the stairs. I take a few steps in the direction of the stairs and my hand hits something. It's cold and wet, and my nose is immediately filled with the smell of blood. I spread my fingers over the object quickly and I can tell that it's a man's chest and I can hear his heart beating. And now I can hear him breathing. Frozen in fear, I feel my feet come from underneath me and smack my head on the back of the pool table. I must have blacked out or went unconscious. and I wake up and I can see the tall figure standing over me. I feel his cold hand wrapped around my leg as he begins to pull me toward the patio door. And with all of my might, I scream, and my wrestling instincts kick in. I aim for what turned out to be his knee with my free foot and kick as hard as I can. I feel a crack, and he yelled as he collapsed to the floor. I sprint over to the patio door, and it's locked. I fumble around trying to unlock it, and I feel the back of my hair being pulled. I fight and struggle to get loose and free myself, and I hear people running downstairs, and I see flashlights. "Get down on the floor, put your hands up," as the police storm into the basement. I crawl over to the bar and flip the light switch on. "Are you okay?" an officer asks me. They handcuffed him and escort him out the door. Thank God my little brat brother had the awareness to call 911. As for my boyfriend, or should I say my ex-boyfriend, what a puss.
Greetings and welcome.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy the Nighthawk. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. That was one that I've been holding on for a while. Hadn't had a chance to post it, but tell me what you guys think. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember,